Hey, what's going on everyone? It's Alan here. I hope you guys are all having a wonderful day as always. Couple stimulus updates today, so let's get right into those. So if you did not receive your second stimulus checks of $600 or you did not receive it in its full amount, you will need to claim this on your 2020 tax returns. There is a chance that it may be still in the mail and still going through in the mail processing. However, the IRS says that they are done in terms of issuing the second round of stimulus checks. The IRS has delivered a total of 147 million stimulus checks worth over $140 billion. If you need to claim it, you will basically claim it and you will look for the recovery rebate credit, and it will be based off of your 2020 taxable income. The politicians claim that they are preparing to move as quickly as possible once they get back from vacation. House Majority Leader Steny Hoyer confirmed that the House of Representatives will be voting on the stimulus bill next week. Once it passes in the House, then it will progress to the Senate, where the stimulus bill may potentially run into quite a few problems because there are some parts of the stimulus bill that might not qualify to be in the stimulus package or to pass through reconciliation. The $15 minimum wage is the one that's really being debated upon. It may not be allowed to be included within the stimulus bill, which could end up delaying everything. Senator Bernie Sanders asked the Congressional Budget Office for their opinion, and they responded by saying that the minimum wage increase has a broad economic effect that could almost affect most areas of the budget. Now, Bernie Sanders' interpretation was that, well, thus, because of what they stated, the $15 minimum wage qualifies to be in the stimulus bill and pass under reconciliation. However, it will ultimately be up to the Senate parliamentarian to decide whether or not it will qualify. Two Republican senators are coming up with their own versions of the minimum wage increase in order to gain support from both the Republican Party and the Democrats. In that bill, however, it does not say what the new minimum wage will be. It just states that it will go up in value. More details will be released next week. President Biden has attempted once again to gain support from the Republicans on the stimulus package. However, things have not been working out, and essentially what's happening is that Biden's chief advisor, what he told, he delivered a message essentially to the Republican politicians saying that either get on board with the $1.9 trillion stimulus package or become the party that the Americans hate. It is expected that families with children will benefit the most from the third stimulus package. These households can expect to have their taxes reduced by an average of $3,100 this year. The bulk of the savings would come from tax credits revolving around your children and a more generous earned income tax credit, which is substantially increased if you have children. The Tax Policy Center found that families with children earning less than $91,000 a year will benefit the most. President Biden is still trying to clarify if he can cancel student loan debt with an executive order without congressional support. He says that if he can, then he will cancel up to $10,000 of student loan debt, even though some Democrats are pushing for a cancellation of up to $50,000. For example, Senator Chuck Schumer is the one who really is pushing Biden to cancel up to $50,000 of student loan debt, saying that it will help close this racial wealth gap and benefit the 40% of borrowers who do not have a college degree and will help stimulate the economy. Biden agrees with those claims, but he still believes that the $50,000 per person is too large and without congressional approval. Biden also promised to create a government-run healthcare plan similar to Medicare for both people of all ages. The Republicans are angered at the Democrats for not opening up schools faster. They are even taking out ads, essentially, to say that the Democrats care more about teacher unions than they do about their children. The ads stated that in the face of overwhelming evidence, Senate Democrats refuse to take a stand against union bosses and support reopening the schools. The question that must be asked is, why do our senators fight so hard for teacher unions and not for our kids? The U.S. will be paying $200 million to the World Health Organization for membership fees. Donald Trump withdrew from the World Health Organization, but now we are back in. 500,000 people in Texas are still without electricity as of Thursday. The weekly jobless claim shows that the number of Americans that filed for unemployment for the first time was at 861,000, 100,000 more claims than economists were expecting. Hopefully you guys all learned something new and enjoyed the video. I thank you all so much for your continued support. I do appreciate it tremendously. Make sure to go down below and drop a like if you did enjoy. Subscribe to my channel if you're new. Comment down below. Till next time. Peace.